Okay, so as I was saying, basically you're going to make a list of all potential numbers that if you added them together, you would get negative 12. So this is what I did. Negative 1 plus a negative 11, negative 2 plus negative 10, negative 3 plus negative 9, negative 4 plus negative 8, negative 5, and negative 6 plus negative 6. As you can see, there's a pattern going, actually. It goes all the way up. And then if I started with negative 7 here, I would have negative 5 right here, which happens to be right here, just so you can see that, if you notice that patterning. If not, it's okay. Don't worry about that. So now my goal is to figure out what my A times C term is. So that's going to be this number times this number, essentially. Okay, so negative 11 times negative 1 is going to give me a positive 11. Negative 2 times negative 10 is going to give me positive 20. Negative 3 times negative 9 is going to give me positive 27. Negative 4 times negative 8 is going to give me 32. Negative 5 times negative 7 is going to give me 35. And negative 6 times negative 6 is 36. And the reason why I'm doing this is my goal is to create the biggest integer, right? And I want the largest integer with numbers that have integers as zeros. So all of these are integers, okay? But my focus is, which one of these is the biggest number? Well, this one right here, right? So this number is going to be my new question mark over here. Okay, so for my A times C, that's going to give me 36, okay? Which just so happens to be the number that I'm going to put right here, okay? These two numbers right here are going to fill in on this little blank space right here and here, okay? Remember how they said all of our zeros have to be integers? Well, we made that happen. Now, our next goal is to fill in this up at the top. So they said that they don't want us to pass through quadrant 2. Now, if you remember from Algebra 1, if you do quadrant 2, that's going to be over on the left-hand side. So we want something that doesn't pass that quadrant. Well, the only way to make that happen is if our function is actually negative. That means it's facing downwards and away from this number right here. So this is going to be a negative number. And it's also going to be a negative 1. And the reason why I know this is because if it was any larger than that, that would make this number more negative. So if this was like a negative 2, if I distributed that negative 2 all the way out, I would get negative 72. But I don't want that. I want this biggest number. So that's going to make this one negative 36 if I actually distribute